Hey guys, welcome back to Paracord Planet. Today we're going to be making some macrame leaves using 3mm cotton rope. I've got orange and yellow here for fall colors. And then I've also got a cat brush for fraying the rope at the end. Let's dive in. You can make these leaves in any size you want, but for today's video we're going to be making them pretty small. So I'm just going to fold over a bit of cord here, and that's going to be the overall length of our leaf. Feel free to make it a little bit extra long, because we're going to be trimming the edges to make it nice and neat at the end. So now we're going to set that one aside. And we're going to be cutting the part that's actually going to turn into our leaf. So to determine the measurement of this, I'm going to kind of just decide how wide I want my leaf to be, about like that. And then we're going to be folding them over and tying them onto the stem. So again, just leaving a little bit of extra length, inch or so. Looks like my overall length is going to be almost a foot long. But you can make these leaves smaller, like I said. Some people use these as keychains, and other people put them up on their wall as a big decoration. So it really is up to you. And once you decide how big it's going to be, go ahead and make a bunch of these lengths. The length of your overall leaf is going to determine how many cross pieces you're going to fit. And so I can't give you an exact number. I'm going to start by making about 30 of them, and then we'll go from there. All right, there we've got approximately 20 pieces. I wasn't counting, but I'll start with that and see where it gets us and go from there. So to start our knotting, this is going to be the stem of the leaf, and so we're going to leave a little bit of a space, and then we're going to begin knotting these on after that. What we use is just the square knot. So we're going to take a piece on each side. We set these off to the side. And one is going to go, so fold each one in half. And then one is going to go over and the other under, and they're going to loop through each other. So go ahead and put one of them across the top. Leave a loop on the other side. And then this other one, you have to lift up the leaf. We're going to put underneath, bring the two ends through that loop, and likewise put the other two ends through the other loop. I'll go over this again in case you didn't catch it here. Make sure things stay relatively untwisted and even. All right, so then we'll tighten that down. It's just like a paracord bracelet, but these are not interlinked. All right, so there's our first one. Now to show you again, maybe a little closer to the camera this time. First of all, I'll note that if you put the right side rope over the top, then you want to do the left side on this next set, so that it'll be nice and zigzag back and forth. Or you could do the same all the way down if you wanted to, and it would just be a slightly different look. Alright, so we've got our left side cord over the top. And we'll put this right side fold underneath. And I'll just hold them there with my thumb. And then bring that top cord down through the loop. And on this right side, bring the cords up through the loop. So it's just two interlocking loops with that stem in the middle. So we'll tighten that down and slide it right up next to the last one. Once you have down that pattern, the rest is pretty easy. Just a little bit time consuming to fill up your leaf. We'll continue with that and catch you when we've made it to about here. These last two are going to become fringes just like on the sides. All right, so there our leaf is tied. Still looking pretty chaotic at this point. So next, before I trim up the ends, we're going to fray them. This is a 3-ply cotton rope that frays really easily. Some other cotton ropes are more tightly woven and they aren't going to work quite as well for this project. But I'm going to use this brush and just start on the very ends and begin to fray those cords. Gradually work your way towards the stem. Alternatively, if you don't have a brush, you can go in and just unwind the strands, and that works pretty well too, but it should be a little bit faster with this brush. So we'll keep going at it here. All right, so I actually left the ropes a little bit long here, and so it's been harder than I thought to brush them out. So I'm going to trim it down, and I might end up needing to trim it later after brushing it again, but then I won't be just trimming off what I've already brushed. So before I go any further, I'm going to decide on the shape of my leaf. Right now, it is fairly big, but I'm going to go for kind of like the 2 big lobes on the side going up to the points at the top. So just to kind of rough that out, you want to get your cords the direction that they're going to be facing. So, don't leave big gaps up here, but kind of fill that in. And then go ahead and start cutting it down. You want to make sure your cords aren't overlapping too much, because once you get it brushed out, they're all going to be parallel, like this side. This side's not quite even yet, so you want to kind of make sure that those cords aren't going to, sticking way across, because then they'll be the wrong length later. This is really just roughing it out. It's not going to be perfect at this point. If you're unsure, just go slowly and cut off less rather than more, because you can always cut off more later. All right, so there's our leaf just about finished. It's looking a lot more like a leaf now that we frayed the ends and kind of made it lay nice. I'm going to keep on trimming it up here, but thanks for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, leave us a like and subscribe if you want to see more macrame and paracord tutorials in the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.